2, 3, 4.
What's the matter with your life? Poverty bringing you down. Is the mailman checking you around? Did you put your head down? What you really hit your world? Was it boy when you want a girl? Don't you want straight hair? Ain't got no girl. Life ain't too funky. Yes, it's got that body. Everybody needs a bill. All kind of space to feel. Everybody can be on top. What's the matter with your live? Is anybody living there? Can't get over. You say you just don't care. Don't be a boy who says it's so. Show you boy how well you do.
Actually, I'll tell you the story. D'Angelo and Princess, Maya and Gretchen, Maya Rudolph, Gretchen Liebran. We were demoing this for Citizen Cope. But we played it for him. He was like, I can't sing that. So we just kept it.
What's the matter with your nose? Grab all your money, go. River of affliction flows. Make it hot. Never good no water. When the fire goes. Everybody needs a bill. All kind of place to be. Everybody can get on top. Let's just got that power. Everybody do the we all got to spend. Everybody can be on top. Nothing ain't too funky. Let's just got that power.
So again, this was for the, there's a Prince tribute, like 2014, Carnegie Hall.
What's the matter with your world?
That's Maya and Gretchen singing.
Boy, when you wanted a girl.
Let me clarify it.
No girl.
Citizen Cope wanted to cover Pop Life. Asked us to put an arrangement together. We got in our bag and came with it. Actually, Citizen and his wife is Alice Smith, the lovely Alice Smith. They were going to sing it together. So we hooked it up. Oh, Ray Angry's crazy for these chords. Sorry, Ray Angry is crazy. Anywho, called the next day like, you get it? You get it? What'd you think? What'd you think? All right. They was like, there's like we'll just do an acoustic guitar version of it. So we never got to do this joint. I wish we did it though. All right, so the funny thing is, maybe like a week later, South by Southwest, I get a call now Sunday morning, like 7 in the morning. My manager calls me, Dawn. She's like, yo, get dressed. You got 3 hours to get to the airport. Anywho, so all I know is she tells me I'm gonna open up. There's a show at South by Southwest with a reunited Tribe Called Quest and Prince. I was like, meet me. So Prince being Prince, of course, did a 5-hour show. Only had space to DJ one song. This was that song. And he was like, what is this?
Knew her ass was lying. I done ate damn near all this damn cookie and shit. I don't feel nothing yet. Let me call her ass because I want my money back.
Hello.
Girl, what you doing?
Girl, I ain't doing nothing. Just sitting there watching TV. What's up?
Baby, look at here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this cookie, but it ain't working.
Girl, I told you to just eat half of that cookie. Well, just give it a few more minutes, baby. It's gonna kick in. Just call me back.
Call you back? What I'm call you back for? Hell, and I ate almost the whole cookie. You talking about eat half of it? I already almost ate the whole cookie in shit. Hell, it shit. It ain't did nothing. So to call you back, you talking about eating a half a cookie. I mean, I just hate to see what it gonna be when I eat the rest of it. What the hell wrong with this damn weed? Child, please. I believe you. I feel like hell, I've been bamboozled. I want my money back.
WTF, welcome to Funkatopia. Here we are. I'm Mr. Christopher. That is Mr. Michael Bland. And we are Funkatopia Live. Welcome, one and all, our first free-for-all of 2026. How you doing, Michael?
Well, you probably know pretty well. That's Minneapolis all over the news right now. You know how I'm doing. Oh my,
we're not going there. We're not going there this early, are we?
Oh, just saying.
Yeah, I know. You know what? You know what? We're not going to get political tonight, even though it's very, very highly prevalent. But we will. I am going to touch on it just for not right this very second, because it's not. There's no good segue into that. So let me just. Well, here, let me just say this. I try not to get involved with the news and the things, because I feel like media and politicians, I feel like they let you see what they want you to see, and there are so many different sides to stories, and I wasn't there. I don't know who was right and who was wrong. I've seen all the video clips and stuff that you saw, but all that aside, any loss of life for something that ridiculous is just it's incomprehensible to me. It really is. I don't understand it. But again, there are so many different angles to come at, but here's what I will say, because I don't want to get into that, because I know it's a really divisive story, and I ain't taking sides on Jack. Let me just say, I hope that all of you guys stay safe. I hope, just, try to keep on keeping on and maintaining, and hopefully hopefully things will start changing, because it is just, they're just trying to pit everybody against each other, and it is just, and they're doing a damn good job too, I might add. And so I'm sorry that Minneapolis has to be ground zero for all this stuff. And I also kind of wonder, with everything that you guys got going on there with the George Floyd situation and this, and then of course LA is dealing with that, dealing with all the they had some protests and stuff in LA for all the stuff that's going on in Iran, and it just keeps seeming like every single time that whoever they is don't want you to pay attention to something, they throw something out there that's just as big of a bang that makes you go, that to divert your attention and put your I don't trust any of it. And that's the reason why I have a really limited, it's just like, it's tough, and prayers up to anybody who is affected by this in any sort of way. I don't know. I just don't know.
All right, well, how was your New Year's Eve? What did you do on New Year's Eve?
That was the worst segue ever, Michael.
We are diametrically opposed, and I don't think that it makes sense for us to get into it here. So,
oh no, we're not
diametrically moving, man.
No, we are not. We are not opposed. We are not opposed.
Well, for me, this is not a political issue. This is an existentialist issue, and it's So my entire context on this thing is different. Anytime somebody pulls a firearm on an unarmed person, it's an existentialist issue. That's all.
Well, the only reason why I call it a political thing is because they were sent there from our government. So that's the reason why it's political to me, because they're the ones that put them there. So that's kind of where it's at. But yeah, you're right. I had a pretty good New Year's Eve. You were here with me.
Yeah. All right. I forgot completely. Look, what did we do?
We did a countdown here in the East Coast. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The countdown and the she's are playing at the Fine Line, right? You mentioned something about that in February.
Oh yeah, but I said that to you via text.
Was that the same podcast?
No.
That's where the Say She's were one of the 20 records.
Yes, the Say She. Yeah, well, so for those that don't know, we did the 20 best funk albums. Oh man, it just seems like we're going all over the place. 20 best funk albums of 2025, and everybody agreed that there was one album in that mix that was just like, oh, this has got my attention. I mean, there was a bunch of great music. You can check it out at funkatopia.com. We had I went through a long process and picked out the 20 best funk albums, and there was one band in that mix, an all-girl band. Well, they're fronted by three. I haven't done all the research about figuring out who's who and who's doing what, but it's a band called Say She, and they're on tour. They're on tour right now. They're actually going to be in Atlanta on Valentine's Day. It's a horrible day for me to. It's going to take some time to work into that. It's like, I know, but they're also going to be in Minneapolis at the Fine Line on the 26th, I think it is. But it's going to be interesting. It's like this generation's version of what Madam X was, what Climax was. It's kind of like, but it's different. It's more. different crazy chord structures. They're really, really fantastic. So
Yeah, I hear some Tom Tom Club in there too. So
yeah, absolutely, sure,
Mhm.
yeah. But yeah, so if you get an opportunity to check them out, and I did go through the process of trying to hunt them down and try to get them on the show too. No response
cool.
yet, but I'm working on it, man. I was like,
All right.
I'm interested in hearing some of these cats. A matter of fact, I set up last night and did a bunch of invitations and a bunch of research to try to track a bunch of folks down. So hopefully we get some. So I went to Goodwill. Welcome one and all again. I'm Mr. Christopher. This is Michael Bland. You're listening to Funkatopia Live. This is a free for all where anything goes. And while I do have a list of things, while I do have a list of things to talk about, you know, it's also an opportunity to kind of take these little loose ends of things that don't connect to anything. And for instance, I did another Goodwill run and got a stack of CDs, $2 a piece. Would you like to see what they are? They're really good.
Yeah,
of course. Now, and just so you know, as you can see, I am in a rock and roll mode right now. I have a King's X beanie on and a Blue October shirt. So I'm kind of in a rock and roll mode right now.
You want to break stuff.
Yeah, but I'm in my office, so that's not going to happen.
You don't want to break the stuff in your own office. That's right. Don't tear up your own neighborhood now.
Nah, I'm not going to do that. So first off, ZZ Top's greatest hits.
Okay, that's a winner.
I just said, you know what? I'm just going to look because obviously greatest hits is greatest hits. And this definitely is. I mean, this is Gimme All Your Lovin', Sharp Dressed Man, Rough Boy, Tush, My Head's in Mississippi, Pearl Necklace, I'm Bad, I'm Nationwide, Viva Las Vegas, Got Me Under Pressure, Give It Up, Cheap Sunglasses, Sleeping Bag, LaGrange, Legs. I mean, I'm like, good Lord, I forgot. I mean, there's more on there too. I mean, that's like a lot of freaking hits. Yeah, that's like a lot of hits on that thing.
Rough Boys on there too, probably.
And I'm not yep, it is, isn't it? Yeah, did I read that up? Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And I'm not a huge, you know me, I'm really particular about the hip hop I listen to. I kind of tuned out like in the 90s hip hop because it just I like to have a certain flow to but I happened to find this, which is not an easy CD to find. And that was Scarface's The Diary. And for those who are not hip hop aficionados, and I am not,
me neither.
I actually asked a friend of mine who's a big hip hop head. I said, "Is this a good one? Because this looks like." And he goes, "Where's that at? Those aren't easy to find." And I'm like, "Oh, it's $2 at Goodwill." So I picked it up, and he said, "That's really, really good." Then I got some rock and roll. Here's some rock and roll stuff. I got Jethro Tull's Aqualung, just because it was a part of my childhood. Great song. America's Greatest Hits. There was a lot of good ones on there. I mean, I mean, A Horse with No Name,
of course,
Ventura Highway, Muskrat Love,
Sister Golden Hair,
all that stuff's on here. I was just like,
I know it.
Yeah, man, yeah. This is Toto. This is Toto's Greatest Hits.
Whoa, that's probably pretty tight too.
Yeah, it's got Love Has the Power, Africa, Hold the Line, Rosanna. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's some great
usual
stuff.
Suspects, definitely.
All the usual suspects. And then here's a couple of interesting ones too. This was Maxwell's Embrya.
Aha, that's a sleeper.
Yeah, that's a sleeper. Maxwell's Embrya is a sleeper CD for sure. For sure is a sleeper CD. And to see it sitting in there again in the CDs of Goodwill for $2. And this is the piece de resistance, the last one. Which is CeCe Winans, the self-titled CeCe Winans. But not only is it the CeCe Winans album, it's autographed on the front. It says,
wow,
God loved you, and she signed it. It literally is signed. She signed this, and it's sitting in the $2 bin at Goodwill.
Somebody turned away from Jesus.
Why did they do that? A CD signed by CeCe Winans.
They decided to let the devil ride. They took this
I mean, I was like,
gospel CDs to Goodwill, or maybe they needed the money.
Well, you know, that Goodwill has been the source of a lot of great music for me, but for the past month or so, it's been like all country, you know, just like Trace Adkins, and nothing against country, but I'm not buying it. Anyways, but yeah, it was pretty amazing. It's always good to have a little bit of a goodwill haul.
How often do you do that?
At least once every couple of weeks. We got into this. There's this place up not too far from me called The Bin. And essentially what The Bin is this, they purchase Amazon pallets of merchandise from Amazon that's either been returned or it was the wrong thing or whatever. And so these companies go out and they buy these massive pallets of merchandise, which can be anything and everything. And they put it in these bins that, about waist high and about, I don't know, about like that deep. And it's full of stuff, just mountains of stuff. And you can like dig through this and get like iPads and computers and jump drives and for $6.
Yeah.
Like literally anything you can get your hands on. And I mean, there's people that got PlayStation 5s for $6 and it's just like, so they let you know what kind of specific items are buried in some of the bins. And then of course people line up down when they do their restocking or whatever. But I started kind of going into this mode where I like to do that, then turn around and sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace. But the Goodwill thing has been going on for years where I'll go up there every 2 or 3 weeks and just find some random stuff and just, but there you go. Yeah, man. One of the things you were talking about New Year's Eve, and I was kind of disappointed in myself because one of the things that I had, and I didn't even upload it, so it doesn't even matter. I actually had Prince playing Auld Lang Syne, and I was going to play that after New Year's Eve. I was like, oh no, I missed it. Oh dog, because after the show was over, I was like, dang it, I forgot to play that, man. That would have been cool, but
yeah.
So last week, I don't know if for those that didn't tune in last week, it was just myself. And of course, it was it's always really cool to get, specific people on the show that, were like an integral part of the Prince community.
Sure.
And Sam Jennings is absolutely positively one of those dudes. He was single-handedly the guy that put together MPG Music Club. He built the website. He did, he put the graphics everywhere. He was responsible. I mean, he just did friggin' everything. And so to get the capability to be able to get him in the building and just kind of go through MPG Music Club. He's been on the show before because we talked about all the websites that he built for Prince over the years. But to really focus on MPG Music Club and kind of cross-pollinate it with this topicality of the fact that MPG Music Club could be a viable solution for the Prince estate to be able to kind of get that music out there. So we talked about the challenges and what worked and what didn't back in those days. But then we also talked about, how feasible is it now? I mean, it seems like it'd be really, real feasible because technology is caught up now to Prince's brain. So that's great. But what we ended up finding out, what a lot of people in the chat room as it was going on were against it.
Really?
And I was not a lot of people. I mean, let's just say there was a presence of people that were against it, and they were against it for it's not the same. If he's not there, why would you do it again? Then there was this talk about, well, MPG Music Club was a vibe. It was a whole thing. You had the radio show and Prince was coming in and he was doing different voices and characters and putting together radio shows and da-da-da-da-da. And if they do it based on the output that has been kind of coming out, which kind of caused a little bit of, not distrust, but, it's like, can you guys even pull off an MPG Music Club to make it something that's worthwhile, that's going to pay homage or at least, be the next step up for MPG Music Club. And, part of the draw for MPG Music Club was obviously Prince.
Sure.
Not just being able to hear music that we hadn't heard before, but Prince was going to be involved in whatever it was. Whether it was right. Whether it was the audio shows or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. So I think that was kind of a little bit of the movement too. It's like, so I think maybe as I started to think about it, I was like, that is kind of true, because you're going to have somebody that's going to be at the helm that is at least going to be as creative as, Prince was, or be able to kind of come at it with a different, from a different angle. And I don't know that they would be able to execute MPG Music Club in a way that would be, I guess.
Yeah. People see, I wasn't a member, so I don't really know what they were getting and what they weren't. But I did hear that, Prince was right there in the middle of it. So I mean,
right.
It probably makes it's going to be different. He's not here anymore. I mean,
right.
Either you're stuck with with the memories, or you're gonna have to make space for a new experience.
Yeah, I think you're right. It is. And that's kind of so I reposted it for those that missed the show. You can go to facebook.com/Funkatopia. You can also go to YouTube.
All right.
You can download the Funked Up app and you can watch it. I'm just saying that for the people that missed the show last week.
Yeah.
Because it was insightful. I mean, up to that show, I had been pretty much, thumping my fingers. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. And then as I started thinking about it, I was like, well, here's the other thing too. The estate already catches a lot of flack for, from the community, for sure. We need to have this scroll going. So, somebody bad.
Somebody accused you of eating the whole gummy tonight. See now?
No. See, yeah, no. So you have this scenario where the estate is catching a lot of grief for a variety of different things.
They're already catching it. It's like, why invite themselves to further ridicule?
Yeah. So while MPG Music Club could be an answer, I think there also has to, if they do something similar, they need to make sure that they set proper expectations to the audience. Say, this is not going to be this whole, rigmarole that you guys did before. It's going to be it's going to be a club. I'm going to call it the MPG Music Club, but it's going to be different. And we're going to,
because I think also, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
off.
No, the other thing is that the fans are going to have to get realistic. If what you're really looking for are vault tracks or rarities, you're going to have to take it for what they offer. You can't do, but when I used to be able to, when Prince used to this and that, if the main goal is to have access to stuff you don't have, right?
Right.
So exactly. Can they manage it?
Well, and here's the other thing too, which I find interesting, and I don't know what this number was, but every single time that Prince was asked about the numbers for MPG Music Club, how many members did you guys have? He refused to answer. He was just like, I'm not discussing, we don't discuss numbers, that's not what this is about, or, whatever his approach was for that. And when I asked Sam Jennings the same thing, he says, yeah, I'm going to take it to my grave, which in my mind makes it a little suspect. And it's like, were the numbers not where they should have been? Now, if the numbers weren't where his expectations were, then it definitely won't be anywhere near that when he's not here and he's not the one at the helm for the whole thing. It's just, so.
Well,
yeah,
ultimately was Sam's perspective that yes, this should be a thing.
He feels it will work to satisfy the distribution of the unreleased music. And everything technology wise is there, and it's completely a feasible scenario. But
he's just worried that the impression that the fans might take if it's any different.
Oh yeah, sure. And of course he's not involved in it at all.
Sure.
One of the things I asked him was like, are you been approached at all about this? He's like, no. Okay.
Sure.
All right. There you go.
Okay.
So
yeah, I guess they're taking a chance either way.
Oh yeah, sure. Absolutely. So got some sad news. Obviously, we had some passings that happened on the entertainment side of things. The creator of Dilbert has passed away, Mr. Scott Adams. And while he was well-recognized cartoonist, he was also a little bit of he made some racial comments that were not received very well. So I think that's one of the reasons why he kind of disappeared off of the radar for a long period of time, because he got dropped from a bunch of newspapers for some of the things he said.
I've never seen this man in my life, so I you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously he's known for the Dilbert cartoon, which was a phenomenal comic strip that was it was a phenomenal comic strip that dealt with in office life, cubicle life and stuff.
See,
and
which is exactly why I wouldn't even bother. I've never worked in an office in my life.
Well, no, it's still a comic strip. You still would have gotten some of the nuances of it.
If I'm reading comic strips, I'm not doing enough with my life, man.
Well, this is back in the 80s when people actually read newspapers. So
when did he die?
Well, I mean, 80s, 90s. Well, I'm not exactly when Dilbert started, but anyways.
Well, when did Dilbert die?
Well, Scott Adams died. The creator of Dilbert, he died at just a few days ago, I think it was, or today, or I don't know. It was I think it was yesterday at best.
Is he still in circulation? Is what I'm asking. Is Dilbert still a thing in
I don't think any news. I don't think any newspapers now, because I'll read this. This is an excerpt from People magazine about this guy. It says, during a 2023 episode of his YouTube show, Adams discussed a Rasmussen poll that found that 53% of Black Americans agreed with the statement, "It's okay to be white." A further 26% disagreed, and 21% specified they weren't sure. So the question was, is it okay to be white? And 53% of Black Americans agreed, yeah, it's okay. 26 disagreed, and 21% said they weren't sure. I don't even know why you even read this poll out loud on a show anyways, unless you're about to kick over some tax. And he said, if nearly half of all Blacks are not okay with white people, that's a hate group. I don't want to have anything to do with them. And I would say, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give white people is to get the hell away from Black people, because there is no fixing this. And I'm just like, interesting. And I said, huh, okay, you're not very funny anymore. I mean, it's a perspective. Yeah, I mean, sure, everybody has their own perspective about this, that, or the other. But man, he
he went for it.
Yeah, I mean, he said what he needed to say. I mean, he was,
and I'm an advocate of that. Say it. Let me know. What is it, man?
Right. I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
That's all right. I'd rather know.
If you're going to be going out of your way to avoid Black folks in your life, that's
let me know.
That's on.
You don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it, because he's going to cross the street.
Yeah.
He's just going to cross the street.
Okay. Well, hey,
bye.
But
here's something that's actually a little bit more sad, is that this gentleman passed away, the amazing Bob Weir.
Oh, wow.
Bob Weir, guitarist for the Grateful Dead, and of course of Dead & Co. and all the variants of the Grateful Dead after Jerry passed away. He died at 78. And I was lucky enough to get to see them twice. My good friend, I was never really into them. I was into them back in the high school days when I was partying and this, that, and the other, and people were, giving you cassette tapes. Oh, you got to listen to this, man. It's called the Kool-Aid Acid Test, and you got to listen to this, and it's going to blow your mind. Blah 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 blah. And I was like, okay, all right. And I still didn't. I got the mystique of it. But then Rob Rhythm, who many of you know from, he's an OG from Funkatopia. He dragged me to one of the shows. He said, you got to come and see him, and you got to experience Grateful Dead live in order to understand the Grateful Dead. And I was like, okay, all right. So he dragged me to a concert, and it wasn't drag. I went. I was like, all right, I'll check it out. And I'm glad that I did, because I got to see one of Jerry's last performances before he passed away on the Built to Last tour. And their keyboardist had just passed away also. I can't remember his name. Because this was 89, I guess it was. And Bruce Hornsby sat in and played keyboards that night.
I remember when he was hanging around them. Yeah.
Yeah. So now, of course, and well, recently, John Mayer has always been part of the Dead & Company crew. But yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable to me that this dude has been in the music business for 60 years. You can't, that's legendary, man. I just can't. I mean, no matter what you think about the Grateful Dead, no matter how you feel about them, the Grateful Dead was definitely iconic. And I mean, when I think about the days even in the 80s, when the Grateful Dead would come in town, and I would go into downtown Atlanta, and all those vans would be everywhere. All those people that were following them on the road from all over the country. It's like, oh yeah, this is like our 132nd time seeing them, and da, 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 da. I'm like, geez, and they're like stinking up a van, and you know, all the dreads, and dude, all you need now is a bath, brother. All you need now is a all you need now is a bath.
Oh Lord, you killing me, man. All right. I don't have anything to put on that. I'll say this, that I had a similar experience. A guy in junior high school. Hey man, you heard about it? He came over to my house with a live Grateful Dead record. It was a double album. Man, I could have choked myself. Like, I'm sitting there trying to be nice, listening to all this. I'm like, this is not for me, man.
Yeah.
And the moment when I'll tell you what made me respect Jerry Garcia was he played lap steel or pedal steel on Teach Your Children on a Crosby, Stills, Nash record. I was like, wow, because I know that thing's got so many gadgets and levers and whatnot. I'm like, if Jerry Garcia can play that thing, he must be a real one. And he sounds great, you know.
Oh yeah,
it's classic.
And Rob was right, because once I saw them live and experienced them live, I got it. Yeah, okay. It's like, okay, I get it. I get it. It's almost a little bit to me like Dave Matthews Band. It's like Dave Matthews Band. Okay, on the radio. Okay, yeah, I like some of their hits, and some of them got some funk element to it. I like some of this stuff. Sure. But when you see them live, it's a totally different thing. So it's like, okay, I understand.
Yeah, it's like a little micro culture sort of thing. Like,
yeah, the jam band culture.
The jam band. Yeah, and Dave Matthews, I would say, yeah, I think he probably had the most popular success of any of those. Really?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Of the Fishes and the Grateful Deads and the string cheese incidents and whatnot.
And Government Mule and all those guys. Yeah.
Government Mule was pretty heavy though.
Oh yeah, for sure. They were some really fantastic bands in that mix, by the way.
See, here's what I like about me. I can discuss any genre of music and tell it even if I can't stand it.
That's what everybody loves about you. Yeah, it's all good.
I recognize brilliance. It's just some things are not for me, and that's all right. It's for somebody.
And as far as the other rest in peace to Bob Weir, of course, condolences to any of his family, friends, and fans and whatnot. But other folks that have passed away, actor T.K. Carter passed away,
right?
And also Bridget Bardot.
Wow.
So a couple people that have Bridget Bardot reminds me of Jane Fonda. Because we got into a discussion. I don't know if it was a few weeks ago. I can't remember what it was, but whatever it was, we were talking about Barbarella, the movie Barbarella, not Tommy.
Sure.
And I kept thinking to myself, have I ever seen Barbarella? Like, have I ever watched that movie front to back? And I see clips and stuff, and I'm just like, or stills, and I'm just like, I don't think I've ever seen this movie. So one day, this was a couple weeks ago, I said, all right, I think it's free on Amazon Prime. I said, all right, I'll just watch it. It is right out of the gate, like the first 5-10 minutes of the movie, Jane Fonda's just naked. Just just walking around. It's like, okay.
Jane Fonda is naked in Barbarella. Yes.
Yeah. It's like she's like naked right out of the gate. It's just like, it's just right, like you don't have to wait for it. Like you're most of like the 80s.
A Russ Meyer film from the get-go. Yeah. I think that was it. We're gonna put Russ out of business.
Like even in Porky's, you had to like wait until like you were 70% of the way through the movie before they dropped you on any nudity.
Open with the nudity.
They're just like, no, here you go.
Let's cut to the chase.
Let's go. This is what you want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but now I'm not going to watch the rest of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Can I leave now? Yeah.
It's like, oh, thank you. Click.
All right. Where
But
are we
yeah,
going with this, man?
no, we're not. I'm just saying, it's the Bridget Bardot's passing reminded me of Jane Fonda, which led into the Barbarella thing, and it just stuck in my mind. So, anyways, here's something that is a little bit more upbeat. It is the 39th anniversary today of Morris Day's Daydreaming album. and let me just say, this blows my mind, because knowing that next year this album will be 40 years old, I can't wrap my head around this.
What is it about it that makes it so unbelievable?
That Fishnet's 40 years old. I guess time just flies so fast. And it's like, yeah, I know it's old song, but for some reason, I don't know. It's unbelievable to me that it's been around that long.
Okay.
How time flies.
Yes, it does.
I mean, I'm surprised it doesn't hit you. I mean, especially you knowing that a lot of the stuff that you worked on with Prince is going to be 40 years old in just a few years also.
I don't look back a lot. I look back, I mean, professionally, I guess I'm, in the interview world or whatever, but in my own brain, I don't really, it's hard for me to explain, man. I just don't, I don't live in, well, first off, the concept of past and future that's not even real. Hello, how are you?
Jaden had to come in and say hello.
Okay, did you want to add something? Does she want to say something?
Did you want to add something?
No.
No? All right. You just come in and say hello just to be seen.
Great. Yeah, so I mean,
we're talking about old people stuff, so this isn't,
You're old.
Yeah, no.
Anyway,
all right, come on now.
I'm good. I just don't. I'm always creating, and I'm always looking forward to something. So I don't give myself really a chance to reminisce. And I mean, plenty of that happens because I know many people that I knew then,
right?
But as far as music, it's like, man, music is timeless to me. Like,
it should be.
I mean, Sgt. Pepper, it sounded good then, it sounds good now. I don't really, the age of a piece of music is irrelevant to me. Really, I'm looking for the same qualities in everything, just the integrity of the work.
Like, for instance, I am looking at, what is the first Soul Asylum album that you played on?
It's called The Silver Lining.
The Silver Lining. Okay, so that came out in 2006. I thought you. Okay, all right. Yeah, I mean, they've been around forever too. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to put it in perspective as far as, like, some of these bands that have been around for forever. It's like, God, man.
Oh, sure. Yeah, and I get it. And it's what's funny is that a lot of these bands that are even peers of Soul Asylum have started going with the trend and using like backing tracks and whatnot, and it's like we refuse. It's four dudes with a death wish on stage. There's no backtracking support. What you hear is what you get, man. It's I can see the young bands running with it, but like the old bands are doing it now.
Yeah. Well, what I found interesting is that there is an underground black rock band movement that is happening that I was not aware that. I mean, we've always been aware of, Fishbone and Living Color and all those guys, but there is a new generation of these black rock bands that are starting out. There's this one band actually out of Atlanta. They're out of South Atlanta. There's a band called Hero the Band. And I had never heard of them until last night when I stumbled upon them. And it's three brothers, and they are just dressed like the rocker part and doing, it's just like, wow, okay, all right, see you. Okay. So I was just like, I don't know how I didn't hear about these guys, but I reached out to them. I said, we need to talk because I want to know more about you guys. And that's really the core of what Funkatopia is about, is not just obviously talking about Prince stuff all the time, but obviously helping you guys to discover more music that's out there and all the little stems of music that obviously come off of the amoeba that is funk.
Yeah, but like maybe 10 years ago, there were these like young black kids had a metal band, like a drummer, a guitar player, and a bass player. I can't remember the name of the band, but they were like getting it in, man. They were like young metal. Dave Perner turned me on to them. Like these 3 black kids.
Yeah, and that may be who we're talking about. Is
like maybe they've grown up and they're doing something else now. You know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know how long these guys have been around, but they're out of Atlanta. Well, Decatur is where they're out of, which is okay. Just in the outskirts of it. It's inside. We have a highway that goes around Atlanta called 285, and there's a bunch of little towns that are inside. Everything inside of that perimeter is what we call the perimeter, is technically Atlanta, even though it's Decatur or whatever it is.
Okay.
That's sweet. But yeah, man.
Well, yeah, I'm all for the Black Rock. Bring it on, man.
Death is the name of the band. Is that the name? I don't what the name of what band, Becky? Unless you're talking about Hero, because I saw Hero the band. Unless you're saying that Hero's name is Death, I don't know.
And this other band, it was definitely 3. It's 3 words. I can't remember what it was, and maybe they've. Who knows?
Christopher Henry said, "Michael, have you heard the Prince tracks with Dave Perner from Soul Asylum?"
I'm not. I don't really understand the question. Are you saying?
It seems like he's saying that Prince and Dave Perner were in the studio together and released some stuff.
If they were, I would know.
Well, and
I would
here's
be the main person who knows.
Yeah. Well, and here's the other part to that. There was a lot of we actually dispelled that rumor. Well, we kind of added a little bit of sense to it, because there were some things in the vault that were labeled Dave. I can't remember what they were called.
Like Chuck Berry, some tribute, something.
I don't know. It was like different things. Yeah, yeah.
Sure. But yes, I mean,
but Prince wasn't involved in it. It was just
recorded at Paisley,
right? So and I think it had an extra
lot of time at the building. But Perner and Prince never creatively crossed paths. I mean, they acknowledge one another.
Thank you, Becky.
Okay, well,
yeah, that's a long one. I don't think I can't copy that at all, Becky. So a band.
Yes,
a band.
I think you're right about it, though. I think you're right that it just people got confused and thought, well, what are Dave Perner's songs doing in the vault? Like, he must have had something to do with Prince. Nope, he just probably left the studio and somebody forgot to take the tapes, and they stored them.
Yeah, let me see. It wasn't that. I'm gonna see if I can find this one question here. There was another one. Let me see, because I actually saved, believe it or not, because I'm a little bit of a internet hoarder. I literally have emails going back to like the early 2000s. It's ridiculous. It's just like, okay, I think I can delete those now. I mean, clients I haven't seen in forever and whatever. But what I'm looking for right now is that there was actually an article that was posted that showed all of the different things that were located within the vault. And there it is. I found it. Hold on a second. Let me see what I can. Oh, no, it got removed. Whoever ran the domain name on the A side left it. But yeah, it was something in the way that it was named that it was obvious that it was Dave Perner, but there was something in the naming of those things that had an extra P that I guess people were under the assumption, oh, it's Dave Perner and this. And there were like 5 albums, and all of them were different types of music styles, just like you said. Documentary. All right, cool. We'll check that out. But yeah, so
Unlocking the Truth. Yes, that's the name of the band. Yes, thank you. They're no longer together. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find this stuff for Hero the band. And is there any bands that you can think of, even when you were actively playing with Prince, that you heard him and you were like, oh man, these guys could be like really, really big. and then they're not. It's like like there's a whole bunch of bands that I think of as like I don't understand why they weren't more huge than they were. Like Dag is a perfect example of this funk band out of North Carolina called Dag. They had 2 albums, unbelievable band. I mean, just Van Hunt's another one. Is it's like I don't understand why you didn't explode. I can't. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Oh yeah,
so.
Well, we know. Well, we've discussed this particular phenomenon.
Oh yeah, sure.
Before, so yeah. Oh, the rock band Mike talking about called Paradox. Really, Paradox?
There he goes, and Brian Crenshaw followed up with the lead singer's name is Malcolm Brickhouse. He went solo. Oh, there you go. So yeah, we're out here discovering music and whatnot.
I suppose.
Here is, let me share the audio too, just in case I can get any audio on this, but this is Hero the band. This is the one I was talking about. And pretty cool. They're out of Decatur, Georgia. You can see their look.
Wake up still blazing from the other day. No one can control me. Rockstar 7 days away. Going up another one. It's like all I know is 808.
So they kind of have this vibe where they've got rock. Sometimes they add a little bit of metal and they do a little bit of singing like what he's doing. And then it's like maybe a hip hop element, but they don't overdo it whenever they do bring it up. But it's all right. It was pretty cool. I just like their look and their feel, and and that little trio setup that they have is. I think this was like a very similar song. But yeah, I mean, when I started kind of going through some of their tracks, it was like, all right, I like this look. I like this. Yeah. We'll see. So yeah, there you go.
Look, Migos with instruments.
That's right. Exactly. I mean, it's always good that it's always good to kind of see a lot of different things kind of coming out. And I guess the thing I like about it the most is I love seeing young kids actually picking up instruments and doing, being in a live band. I have nothing against, some of the DJs and some of the actual music creators out there. I'm trying to think of like, not just DJs that kind of create sounds, but that single individual people that, create the beats. And then like for instance, Taylor McFerrin, Bobby McFerrin's son, sits and has like keyboards laid out and he has drum machines laid out and everything. And he just constructs these songs on the fly and also, will sing if he, needs to. And I don't know. I just think that's okay. I don't have a problem with that, but I love seeing live bands. I think there's so much more to it. It's got so much more life. That's just the way I feel. And I'm glad that there's a movement that's coming back out now. So
yeah, you know what? I was just having this conversation about AI music like yesterday or the day before. And I think that what all this computer generated music is going to do is cause a divide. Some people are going to run directly to it and, squeeze whatever they can out of it. But there's going to be a whole revolt, a whole run towards the human, towards imperfection, towards raw music again. I mean,
absolutely.
That's my prediction is that it's going to repel some and it's going to create some great art, maybe on both sides. Hard to say.
Franklin's asked, does anybody listen to Tuxedo? And yes, I did. I do. Tuxedo is fantastic. But for those that don't know who Tuxedo is, I got into Tuxedo via Mayor Hawthorne. Mayor Hawthorne is unbelievable dude.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Where Does This Door Go? That album was just like, what?
No, I thought he was going to come on hard, man.
Oh yeah. And he had Kendrick Lamar guesting on the album and everything. I said, oh man, this guy.
There's one right there. Yeah. It's like,
yeah, there's another guy.
Where is he now?
Like, where is he at? Well, he got together with another guy named Jake One, and they put this band together called Tuxedo, which is kind of a little bit like Chromeo-ish, so it's kind of like that. So you got multi-instrumentalists, two of them that kind of do a little duo thing and create their own music on the fly. And it's pretty cool. Yeah. So yes, I do listen to Tuxedo, and Mayor Hawthorne is, just a monster, dude. Just a monster. Those guys are so good.
Right on.
Yeah. So here's one of the things. Let me just talk about something that is really near and dear and to my heart, but also very upsetting. I am getting so amazingly annoyed at this Prince AI stuff that is like so prevalent right now. I can't even. There is this one Facebook group called, what is it? Prince the Funk or something like this. And it's got literally, they came on and they bypassed our followers that we've been working on for years. Like in like less than a year and a half, like a year period of time.
Okay.
And just started. And what they do is they take tidbits of information of Prince and they expand it and they, just puff it up and like, for instance, talking about writing a song for Sheila E. Like, did you know Prince wrote the song Glamorous Life for Sheila E? And then they'll like expand it and give you all these extra details. And then they will attach some random photo that it created. So it's not even Prince. Like here's an example of one.
Prince the Funk?
Yeah, Prince the Funk. And it's on Facebook. So here about it. This is the picture this was accompanied a ad that talked about Prince's performance at the Super Bowl. It's like, first of all, that wasn't what he was wearing at the Super Bowl performance, and I don't know what you got him in.
And where's the guitar?
Yeah, it's insane. It's like this ridiculousness. Here's another one. This is him, and I don't even know who these other people are supposed to be. Are these supposed to be? I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea who these people are. It gets worse. This one. How do you take Purple Rain album film, greatest movie soundtrack album, and it's like, who is this? It's like a combination of pre-controversy hair and look at in that belt. The belt. It's like, I don't understand what is happening here. It is the most insane thing. Oh, wait, hold on. It gets worse. Here's another one. This is supposed to be, I don't know what this is supposed to be from. This is definitely like 94 East era Prince with, I don't know what this is. And so they just have AI make these fake pictures of Prince. And the problem is that people who are not like hardcore Prince fans and, have seen probably every photo that has ever been taken of Prince, they see this and go, oh, there he is. Oh, I love Prince. Click, 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 like, follow. And it's like, people, please. Oh my God, people. Dude, this is like so obviously not Prince. It's insane. This next one I'm going to show you, literally, I thought I was going to die when I saw it because I was just like, this isn't even, I don't know who this is. I was trying to is this like some kind of Prince / Chris Cornell / I don't know what I'm looking at.
I can't say nothing because he kind of looks like somebody I know.
Yeah, but it's whoever that person is. It's no offense to that person. It's just that this is unreal. And what's gotten bad about it, it's not even I'm actually surprised that the Prince estate isn't like going like haywire over this stuff. And it's just like, you can't do this. This is, you want to protect Prince's image and his branding and stuff. You need to shut this stuff down because this is, I don't know what laws or legalities are being broken when you have an IP and a brand to protect, but these guys are like destroying it. I mean, because some of the things that they're putting Prince in, the clothes that they're putting him in, the situations that they're putting him in, on these AI created photos, it was just like, this is unfriggin' real. It's just unreal. And what makes it even worse is that they don't even, Oh man, I thought I had another one. I did have another one. I'll have to come up. But there was one that they did where it wasn't even an AI photo of Prince. They pulled in an actual Prince, like Prince Andrew or something. It was like some AI created Prince, like, and they put it was talking about the musician, but it had a picture of, you know, some AI version of a Prince of England. And it's like, okay, I don't know what's happening here. I just figured I'd share it because I know that there's got to be some people that are annoyed about this. I see a lot of laugh icons or laugh emoticons whenever these things get posted. They go, you know, ha, this is funny. I can't believe you put this up. You know, that's not Prince. But I feel like I need to click on like a ticked off emoticon or something. It's like, please stop posting this stuff. It's unreal. Wow. Yeah, it's so bad. It's horrible. It's horrible. But
I got you. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it, man. Really, it's you know, anything it is clearly what it is.
Of course, yeah.
It's it's like, wow, can you?
Yeah, I really honestly don't know how to get away with it. I just it's unbelievable to me because not only that they're getting away with it. I mean, there's not really getting away with anything. If you're a fan of anybody or anything, any movie, any whatever, you can put up you can put up a Facebook group to say, you know, there's hundreds of Prince Facebook groups, hundreds of them out there. Mm-hmm. But the problem is that what these people are capitalizing on is just the regularity of this content, posting photos that appear to be brand new photos that have never been seen before, taking information and regurgitating it in a way that is a lot of times is not even correct, and getting hundreds of thousands of people to actually engage, click, like, follow, which is making them ad revenue on those sites, which is really, really frustrating to those of us who are, you know, on these various platforms, you know, actually doing the work. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just, woof, it's a lot. And I know I've bitched about this before, but every single time that I get on Facebook and I see these sites and, you know, and they're exceeding followers that even exceeding the followers that we have. And it's like, I don't understand. It's just unbelievable. But, you know, anyways, Charlotte says, can you please address my earlier comment? Let me scroll up and see what her earlier comment was. I will try to find your previous comment, Charlotte. I'm kind of scrolled up almost all the way to the top and I don't see any other comment here. So
I don't even see her commenting about her comment.
Yeah, she just said, can you address my earlier comment? And I don't remember what the earlier comment was, unless she did it via
Charlotte. Mr. Christopher, I got it. Here we go.
I've been so pissed off with Prince Estate milking Stranger Things. I already had a minor issue with them only focusing on Purple Rain, and now the estate is making me hate them. Okay. Okay, put it back up again. I'm sorry. I'm going to read this again for those who are on Spotify, iHeartRadio, et cetera, because unless you're reading along, it may be difficult to follow because of the way that I read it. Mr. Christopher, this is from Charlotte. I've been so pissed off with the Prince Estate for milking Stranger Things. I already had a minor issue with them only focusing on Purple Rain, but now the estate is making me hate them. You know, here's the thing. There's really no reason, you know, to hate. Again, I've had to come to the realization that there is so much that I don't understand, and that not that I don't understand, but even though there are some things I don't understand, but there are so many things that we don't see, so many elements that we don't see, so many, you know, legal things that they may be working through, clearances that they have to work through, you know, having to check and recheck and double check. I don't know. There seems like there's a lot going on, and they say that 2026 is going to be a really, really big year, but I will say this. Thank you for the segue, Charlotte, because I was going to talk about it. Which is the Prince and the Revolution being put on Stranger Things. For those of you who are looking at it and going, why is the Stranger Things logo upside down? Those who watch the show will understand.
Sure. This is the upside down.
That's right. There you go. I was hoping that somebody would get it without me saying anything, but I always had to ruin everything. Anyways, what's cool about it is that it did have a lot of positive effect on the Prince, I guess Prince estate, but just in visibility and impressions. Purple Rain, as a result of this, as a result of Purple Rain appearing on the Stranger Things finale, along with When Doves Cry. So those two songs, When Doves Cry and Purple Rain, saw significant spikes. Not only that, but Purple Rain re-entered the Billboard Hot 100 at number 12.
Whoa.
Now, right now, today, Purple Rain, well, I think it was this week, re-entered
Purple
the
Rain
Bill
came back into the chart and it landed at number 12.
At number 12 on the
100.
Billboard Hot 100. So that means cumulatively, it has now spent 20 weeks on the chart, peaking at number 2 in 1984 and last appearing on the chart at number 4 in 2016. So that essentially means that there's only been one decade since it was created where it didn't come back onto the Billboard chart. It literally has made its way onto the chart every single decade except for, I think, the 90s. And maybe it did have a blip, but I can't think of anything. Obviously, the main release. Yeah. The main release in the 80s, and then of course in the 2000s, you had everything that went on with the Super Bowl and then 2016. It keeps coming back. Global Spotify streams for the song Purple Rain was up 243%. Gen Z Spotify streams for Purple Rain went up 577%. Global Spotify streams for When Doves Cry, which was the first track that played, went up 200%. And also Gen Z Spotify streams for When Doves Cry went up 128%. Overall, the entire Prince catalog, as a result of people going, oh, maybe I think I remember liking Prince. And then they start digging a little bit deeper. Overall, the Prince catalog global streams went up 190% and up 88% in Gen Z streams. So very, very cool that even though a lot of people may kind of be rolling their eyes, I think, it kind of keeps going. And as long as the Stranger Things phenomenon is still at its height, because there's still tons of people right here that haven't even started watching the show at all, or that haven't even started watching the season 3. So
sure.
It is a big win.
It's a win, man. We've all been concerned. Like there's people playing on the Timberwolves who didn't even know who Prince was. So that was crazy.
Right. And Rodney, hey, welcome back, Rodney. Rodney says the success from the Kate Bush song was a no-brainer for Paisley to say yes. Gen X are checking out that catalog like crazy. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, in Stranger Things, Kate Bush is running up the hill.
Running up that hill. Yeah.
Running up that hill was featured on like a lot of the episodes, a couple of episodes, I think. I think a few episodes, because it was like one of the songs they were. I'm not going to give away the storyline, but
that's cool.
Yeah, but it's it was again pretty easy for them to see. Hey, you know what?
Why not?
That might it's it's
smartest thing they've done in a while.
Yeah, I mean that's the reality of it, and I guess, and that's the other part of it too, is that I think I still don't understand who controls what. I know that everybody says, oh, well, this part of the estate controls that, but Primary Wave is the one that actually is the one that, does the distribution or allows some of the music to actually get played. But then the estate can come in and maybe the estate has the final say whether or not something can be released, because it seems like if Primary Wave owns a majority of, I don't know. Doesn't seem right. I don't understand the whole process. It just seems like, yes, there is a lot of people that are, taking credit for the success of this. It doesn't really matter whoever it was.
You know how it is.
Kudos.
Yeah, that's literally the saying, is that you can accomplish anything in the world as long as you don't concern yourself with who gets the credit. It don't really matter.
Oh yeah, and Charlotte is kind of following up as to what's kind of itching her. She says, I appreciate the revival, but I just think the estate is doing cringy posts. And they changed the Spotify profile to the Purple Rain album label, Gen Z, by the way. Okay. Well, What I can tell you is that as long as it's not this graphic, it's okay.
It's Bruno Mars as Prince with a little growth, little hair on his face.
Yeah, it's okay. And yeah, I wish I would zoom in and look to see what that jewelry is that he's wearing. But the bedazzled,
it's all about the belt. Yeah, I got
and the bedazzled pants. And the bedazzled
okay.
pants.
It's hot. It's hot for whoever that is.
Oh my God.
That's all right, Bruno.
It's so good. It's so good. All right, let's take a little bit of a breather. Since we're talking about looking back in time, somebody dropped a little bit of a clip from the movie from the 80s, The Breakfast Club. Great movie, by the way. And apparently there was a significant Prince scene, Prince-inspired theme that was in that movie that got pulled from the movie. They posted it on X, and let's check it out. Let's watch it together, shall we? This is a deleted scene from The Breakfast Club that was taken out that has a little bit of Prince stuff in it. Here you go.
What are you doing? No, those are private lockers. You shouldn't be doing that. Why? Look, come on, man. Cut it out. This belongs to a teacher?
You know what that means? They're human.
What's in there?
Cass, where's your lunch?
You're wearing it.
You're nauseating.
Thank you to the Purple Stream for that one.
Yeah.
Man, let me just say, yeah, it's always cool to kind of see these little pieces of memorabilia, especially from those days. Because I mean, just even watching those clips from The Breakfast Club is just like, yeah, that brings back memories. Just that time, just that window of time is pretty amazing. Very, very cool.
Yeah, I'm like, wow. I remember trying to, I mean, each of those characters in that movie are representing a certain kind of person you're supposed to meet in high school. And I knew a bunch of girls that Ali Sheedy reminded me of. Like,
yeah,
just kind
absolutely.
of very sort of intense personalities. And yeah, into all this sort of music that was really like, you know, button pushing type music. Yeah.
Sorry. Got a phone call from a private number.
Really?
That was unusual.
We're not answering.
No, I'll just leave the scroll on. I'm just gonna leave the scroll on. For those who are new to the show, the scroll is basically a scroll to kind of let you know that Funkatopia is not in any way endorsed or affiliated with Prince, Paisley Park, the estate, any of that stuff. We have nothing to do with them. We are not on any payroll. And so anything that we say here is just rumor and conjecture, and just Michael and I just shooting the shit and talking. So just, you know, it's rumor and conjecture unless you hear otherwise from
That's
them,
right.
An official source somewhere online. So
we are just chopping it up.
Yeah.
Don't hold us to nothing.
I know. So so I'm just gonna leave this girl up right now. Anyways, So what do you think? You think we should open the phone lines?
Why not? We're an hour in or so.
Yeah. All right. We'll open the phone lines for you. But every time we do this, sometimes people call, sometimes people don't, which is fine. Because I wanted to ask you though. Last week, as I said, was just myself and the amazing mastermind genius, of course.
Yeah.
Sam Jennings. And you weren't able to join us. And I said, I think he's in the studio. Where were you last week?
I was in rehearsal.
I'm just making conversation while I tell
okay, I got you. Oh, okay, you're passing the ball over. No, I was. It was unfortunate. You were in my thoughts, man. But I was at rehearsal. With like, what are you saying right now? What is he doing? That way,
I'm on your mind.
You was on my mind. Is the show derailing without me?
And you're always on my mind. You know what? I just think, it's funny because I hear people say, you talk a lot, man. You just don't shut up. And I'm just like, I don't think that's the case. I mean, normally I write out what we're going to be talking about. And unless Michael has access to that, which I've given him access to that, but he just takes it as I dish it out. He's like, that's all right.
What am I going to do? Start editing? I don't think this works here. Did you try? No, man, you've been running this for 20 years. I'm here for the ride, dude.
Well, even though, let me here's the other thing, is that there's a flow that happens when there's two people on the show, and like for instance, just right there, I can pass it off to you while I set up the phone here, to make sure that it's like I got to put this on mute so it doesn't start ringing, so I can set up the phone. When I'm by myself, I can't do anything.
Right.
Like literally, it's like, all right, Sam, I'm going to pass it off to you. And it's like, I don't know. You're going to ask me.
What's Sam going to do?
I have to ask questions or what. And it was amazing to me that I did so many years of that by myself. There's been people that have been here that we've had on the show, have been, co-host over the years. And I love every one of them. Rob Rhythm was my really, really good friend. He kind of came in a little bit later. Many people may remember many years ago, Nick Tuzio from New York, who was a massive hardcore Prince fan. I mean, just one of these guys that knew everything. I was like,
I've seen his name in certain.
Yeah. And then he passed away. He passed away last year from, I think it was cancer or something. He passed away from, and and we had lost touch. So it was really unfortunate. Dr. Funkenberry was on a few times, and we kind of talked a little bit, and nothing ever kind of panned out because I think he had his style of show and I had my style of show, and I think we just kind of
that happens, man.
I love what you do, and I like what I do too, and I don't want to mess up what you're doing, and you probably felt the same, and it's just like, all right, we'll just see what happens. Prayers up for him, by the way. I mean, he's still battling cancer and all that stuff. And so if you get an opportunity to contribute, I think I had a short URL, funkatopia.com/Dr. Funk, DRFUNK, I think is what it was. That will take you to his GoFundMe page. So, definitely support him however you can, because he's got medical bills piling up, and it seems like every single time he does an update, it's like, oh, this is great, but this part's not. It's like, oh no, dude, come on, geez. And then of course, a couple of years ago, we had Jeff Page, who was here.
That's right.
Jeff was part of the show for a long time. And then of course we just kind of went our separate ways. And then you came on the show and you were just like, you would call me up and say, what are you talking about on Tuesday? I was like, well, I'm talking about this. And it's like, I'll come on and talk about it if you want. I was like, cool, yeah, come on. And we just kind of got this vibe, and it was like happening show after show. And it was like, cool, let's do this, not? Man. This is
we got a little rhythm, man. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's no heavy lifting for me. I mean, unfortunately, you got to do what you do whether I'm here or not. But
Yeah, and I'm trying different things too. I just so you know, folks, I am going to go ahead and put up the phone number. This is another thing too, because I don't have a secretary sitting off to the side screening these calls.
Right.
So
we don't have a budget for like employees and stuff.
Yeah, see,
this is raw dog,
right.
man.
Yeah. See, the problem is that the second that I put this phone number up and I break into a story and I start talking about something, then it's going to ring in my ear. And
oh boy.
I don't know how these newscasters do it. You know, you always see the background where, the newscasters are talking, but
you got people on the phone in
the producer is like talking in your ear. Don't talk about that. That's so-and-so and blah, 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 blah. And you've got to pretend like somebody's not talking in your ear as you're talking. It's just like, and
definitely not say, huh?
Yeah. And, that's the reason why you see them go, breaking news. So anyways, I can't do that. If I'm in the middle of telling a story, if I'm in the middle of telling a story,
please stand by.
That's what I need. If I'm in the middle of talking, I'm telling a story, and then all of a sudden I hear phone ringing in my ear, or that's crazy. I just can't do it. My brain doesn't work that way. It's like I'm interrupted. That's like one of my biggest things that if anybody wants to like push me to the edge, have a bunch of things going on at the same time in a room, like somebody arguing over there, a bunch of dishes and stuff clanging over here, music playing loud over here. And then, somebody arguing over here is just like, okay, I'm out. I'm like, this is it. I'm capped. We're done.
Okay.
We're done. If anybody wants to do a practical joke on me and push me to the edge and see what happens, do something like that. It'll work.
Do about 5 or 6 things around me that have nothing to do with me.
Right. And that are loud and overlapping each other. And just like, it's like an attack on the senses. It's just like, no, I can't. No.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You turn into that dude from Scarface. Wait a minute.
All right. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put the phone number up. So if you have a question for Michael Bland, or if you have a question for myself, or just want a response or anything, you can feel free to do that. The phone number is 567-393-3865, which spells out Lord We Funk. I'm not kidding you. That's exactly what it spells. LORDWEFUNK. Lord We Funk. And again, if you are alphabetically challenged, again, that number is 567-393-3865. So you can call, and I'm pretty sure I have everything set up. It seems like every single time we do this, there's like some setup, part of the setup I forgot, because this is actually done through Google Voice. So just kind of keep it live and just see what happens. And of course, I've learned that if it says Amazon Mega Warehouse, to not pick up. Do not pick up.
Yep.
How many times? I think every time we've opened up the phone lines, we get a phone call, and I was like I think it's what it says. Listen,
whatever. Like,
this is Amazon Mega. Oh, all right. Okay. So, anyways, so I'm Did you answer the question about where you were on?
I did not. You found another dummy hole, and we went with it.
Okay, go ahead.
I was at rehearsal with Urban Classic, which is, I mean, it's kind of it's less of a band name than it is kind of sort of a production title. It's kind of a production company, really. Urban Classic Presents is basically the handle. We have different shows we're doing, and we were rehearsing for a show we have called The Music of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That's right. It's coming up.
We played this past Friday at the Dakota.
That's right.
And so that was the reason I wasn't here. But also we had some Homer Odell from Mint Condition is playing guitar with us now. It was his first show with us, and also another sought after keyboard player in town named Bill Brown, who used to play with Dr. Mambo's Combo back in the day. Also, he was subbing for Barbarella because Barbarella's got a lot of professional stuff happening right now, and he needed some. He needed to stay focused on what he's focused on. I'm sorry, I can't hear you now, brother.
Anything that he has shared or is okay to share?
I mean, a lot of people know that he's working on a play with his daughter. And
Oh yeah, that's right. He talked about that on the show. Yeah, yeah.
I think this month they were going to New York to do some things and to try to get like he's pushing it along, and I'm like, well, hey man, do your thing. I'll get somebody else, and not just somebody else. I mean, Bill Brown's great. He did more than cover, but I had to sort of be on kind of on edge just because I got 2 new guys in the band, and then it was Ashley Commodore's first gig with Urban Classic Presents the Music of Earth, Wind, and Fire. And so it was just a lot to
navigate.
Yes, navigate. Thank you. So I was telling the bass player, Ron Long, that I said, I didn't think I played very well. He said, what drummer were you listening to? And I was like, I was trying to get to that place where the music gets to be sort of free associative, but I was too busy micromanaging to really, but the audience went crazy. So.
Is Ron still playing with Purple Experience?
No, he is not.
Because I haven't seen him in a while.
Because they keep advertising dates, and he's in the pictures and whatnot.
Yeah, because they're going to be in Atlanta. They're supposed to be in Atlanta sometime soon. I mean,
they will. Ron won't.
Yeah,
and that's what all I could really discuss on that level with.
Well, okay. How long has that been the case?
Oh, probably I feel strange discussing it, but I don't think he would care. At least the last month.
No, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So it's a recent thing. Yes. I haven't seen Purple Experience. Last time I saw Purple Experience was in Stone Mountain, Georgia. And I went live.
Okay.
So that I went live so that I could show people that Purple Experience was playing in Stone Mountain, because it's a really historic, mountain with carving, and it's pretty iconic, and it's a historic location. And I don't just trying to hold on a second, see if I can. I don't think I have a picture. I don't know why I'm going this. I don't know why I'm going this extra mile. There's no need
it's
for
all
it.
right, man.
But anyway, so
man.
so I was showing live, and Marshall Charloff, who's the lead singer of Purple Experience, he's in front of the thing. It's like I need everybody to be in the moment, and put your phones down and blah 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 blah. And then he looks right into the camera and goes, "That means you too, Mr. Christopher." And I'm just like, dude, really? I'm like doing promotion and marketing here for you. So I just laughed, and I was just like, I just turned the phone around. I was like, okay, folks, I guess we're not going to do this. So then I went back up to sit with my wife, and I think Jaden was there. I don't remember who all was there. And I sat down. I didn't take it personally. I just thought it was funny. I was like, I'm here trying to promote you and market you. What are you talking about? And I'm not here to record it for my own. I've seen you guys. I know.
Hey, listen.
But the funny part of that is he got upset because he thought that I was mad. He was like, "Oh man, I think I pissed off Mr. Christopher because he just went like away." And I was like, "No, that was just whatever.
I was just done. Right?
I was just done. I didn't need to. No, it's fine.
Okay, cool. I see you.
I love Purple Experience. They're a fantastic band. They're really good.
They're a little less fantastic now, and I don't mind saying it. Their loss is my game. Ron Long is one of the baddest bass players I've ever played with, and I got them all to myself. So the world better watch out.
Well, Ron Long's a beast for sure.
Yes, without question, man. Ron is my main man. 50 grand, man. He was just over here recording bass with me on a project I'm working on right now. So, I love to everybody, but I got Ron on my side, man.
Electric Vibe. Electric Vibe says the girl who cried different is Tommy's collab with his daughter.
Yes.
Yep. I can't remember the entire background story on the play, but you can obviously look back at the Tommy Barbarella interview, and we talked a lot about it, and we actually showed some photos and stuff too. It was pretty cool.
No, he's moving along, man. I'm like, listen, it's a worthy cause. He is taking, the aspects that God has given him in his life, and he's maximizing them. He's doing everything he can,
Right. Absolutely.
It's for me to interrupt him with all my, hey man, let's put on a show. Like he's doing something I'm doing something meaningful, but that is personal for him. And I the best thing I can do is step back and let him do what he needs to do. So,
yeah, I mean, and it's phenomenal that he gets to work, that closely with his daughter.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's amazing. It's just pretty cool. Very awesome.
He's another one. Me and him also.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's a good dude. Frank,
yes, he is.
Frank asked if the MPG albums end up on Spotify, you ever going to get any trickle down of pennies? Question mark. And how do we get them on Spotify? Those albums deserve love.
Well, I don't really know how that would. I'm not sure, honestly.
Well, and I can tell you how to get them on Spotify. It's very, very simple to get music on Spotify, just so we're clear. But obviously because of the fact that it is the rights to the MPG albums are owned by the Prince estate. And there's, I guess, some, we always have this discussion about them only wanting to release things that are obviously going to have a good ROI for them, because it takes so much money to kind of do these remasterings and repackaging, whatever. But on Spotify, again, you don't need that. All you need is just the tracks themselves and the album cover. Our show, Funkatopia Live, is on Spotify. So I can tell you how to get onto Spotify.
I got it.
And it's just, so it's an easy process to get them up there, but
it's not my music to place.
And what's crazy about it is that I'm sure there's some type of trademark or copyright checks, I would assume, that are in place that not just anybody can go and just upload an MPG album, but it is that simple. I could do it. I could upload MPG's albums to Spotify, but I would have to do it under a different name. Unless I could, create a Spotify account under NPG or New Power Generation. Yeah, okay. But I wouldn't do that because I like to keep my house. So I don't do that shit. I don't do that.
Yes, sir. I got you. Yep.
So there's that. But it is a good question. That'd be something for the Prince estate to do. But here's the other thing: is that the original agreement, because they are on Tidal, correct? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the MPG albums are on Tidal, on Jay-Z's Tidal servers, aren't they? I don't pay for Tidal anymore just because it's just, I already have Spotify, so I don't, but I think the
same.
Well, no, because they have access to a lot of different things. Prince gave Jay-Z access to a lot of stuff, and he did a lot of reveals and would put unreleased music and different types of purple picks of the week and things like that they would put on Tidal. And I want to say that the NPG albums are on Tidal. Somebody can go and look if you're a member of Tidal and see if that's true. But I thought so. It's got to be something contractual, and I know that once Prince passed, there was a lot of things that changed. There were song credits that changed, that got removed, that we had talked about. Example, I even talked about this last week. Andre Simone had a songwriting credit for Do Me Baby that Prince put on there, and he started to get royalty checks, and he was just like, oh, this is a blessing, because he wrote that.
All here trying to get it, man. Yeah,
right, exactly. And then when Prince passed, all of a sudden, all those songwriting things, all those credits went away. All that stuff that he had done just went away, which was, highly unusual. And the other thing too was that all of a sudden, all of Prince's music was available on all of the streaming platforms where they weren't previously. They were,
and he didn't want them everywhere.
Right. He wanted, he wanted them in control. It was a better streaming arrangement that he'd done with Jay-Z. I don't know exactly what that arrangement entailed, but it was enough that Prince felt that, okay, I'll do it if you're going to pay me this to play my music. This seems a little more fair. But I don't know what those arrangements are, but as far as I know, I think MPG albums are still on Tidal.
Exodus is on Tidal. Somebody said Franklin Rush said that. Yep.
There you go. So yeah, it exists. So you're not getting You're not getting any pennies.
I haven't seen an uptick. That's all I can tell you is I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's but so you get royalty checks though, correct?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, but does it not itemize where this coming from?
Yeah, but it's never enough for me to get curious.
Yeah. It's been interesting to kind of open it up and go, oh, I made $5.62 from title.
I used to, man, but understand, I've been getting those things since I was like 17 or 18 years old. I don't read them no more, man. Yeah, I know that I played on A Lot Like Love, the soundtrack. I played on, I mean, I know most of them. Anchorman, I played on the score for the first Anchorman movie. Like, it's always the same stuff, pretty much.
What were you on Anchorman soundtrack?
All that music, all the incidental music. I was in the studio in California watching, like with the leader, with the numbers, with the scenes, like playing. I'm drumming on the Anchorman score.
Wow. Why didn't I know that? That's great.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't know that.
What is it to know?
I love it. We learn something new every time we do a show.
Yeah. So I was working with the guy who scored the music was a guy named Alex Werman. He was a composer from Chicago, and he was out in LA. And I played on two movies he worked on. Yeah,
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Christopher
around, man.
Yeah, you have. See, we'll go back to that.
I'm the type of guy who likes to roam around. Yeah.
I'm a wanderer.
Yep, I'm a wanderer. I roam around.
Christopher Hendricks says, see, this is what happens when you put us in the same room.
Hype and like a kid with too much Coca-Cola in their system. And
this is exactly what we would have been like if we were teenagers hanging out.
Probably.
Do you think Christopher Hendricks says, do you think Prince's catalog would be worse hands had the Prince estate allowed Jay-Z to buy Prince's catalog in 2016? I don't remember that even being an option.
Me neither. But
yeah, I don't remember them ever saying, "Hey Jay-Z, you want to buy
Prince's music? All of Prince's music."
That would have been a no-brainer for sure. Like, okay. Well, it depends on what the money is, because that is a never-ending. Everybody knows song royalties are like a huge, major investment, especially if you can, get a hold of the right catalogs and, luck out with something hitting, like imagine if you owned points on, I know you don't, but on Purple Rain or When Doves Cry or something, and have something happen like that, where it's just like, it hits a Stranger Things episode, and next thing you know is millions and millions, and you're just like raking in crazy amounts of money if you can like hit it right.
He's saying that there was an offer for $40 million.
That would have been insane. I would have gone to the bank and tried to take out a loan for $40 million.
All right,
yeah. I mean, because $40 million for all of Prince's catalog is a unreal steal. That's ridiculous, because
that's bargain basement.
Yeah, you would make that doesn't make any sense.
Well, look what just happened. Yeah, it's like you make your fortune over again.
Yeah, it's nonsensical.
But I would trust it more in Jay-Z's hands than a lot of other people, because at least he's an artist. You know what I mean? It's like,
right.
Rather than, I mean, no offense, but Suits making creative decisions, I don't care for that.
Yeah, I understand that. I totally understand that. I see, their capability to be able to kind of put their finger down and go, okay, yes, this is happening, or no, that's not happening. I totally get that. That's fine. But making decisions as far as, creatively and artistically, like I'm trying to figure out exactly corporate wise, who would have been involved in giving the rights to Stranger Things to play those two particular songs. And I mean, the reason why they chose those two particular songs is because they were the most, again, they're very, very well-known songs. So you knew it was going to hit for a lot of people. Because
also, aren't you automatically dealing with Warner Brothers if you're doing anything Purple Rain?
Correct. Sure.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So
Obviously.
many reasons.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, right. So it did a lot for the estate, but what exactly did it do for the estate? Because again, Warner Brothers and Primary Wave are the ones that are doing pretty well out of this deal for sure.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sure there's some trickle down, but you know, that it's, you know, who are the real winners in this? Hopefully it's the Prince estate. And now, you know, again, but here we are, we've got a lot of buzz going with Prince right now. This would be a great time to drop something.
Yeah. Drop something.
It's like,
yeah, exactly.
While you know, because
That's momentum.
Here we are with peak. You know, this is one of the reasons why, you know, artists like Travis Scott and Ariana Grande and you know, all these artists just never friggin' stop making music.
They don't take a congratulatory lap. You got to keep going, right?
Taylor Swift just like dump.
Well, thank you very much. There's no time for that.
You can't take
two,
3. Yeah, you can't take 2, 3 hours. I mean, you think of all the bands that, you know, came and like hit hard and then like disappeared, like LMFAO. Whatever happened to them? That was a pretty cool little project, and they came out slamming, party guys, and now gone. It's just unreal to me. I don't.
If you're in it, you got to stay in it. Yeah,
you have to keep
lucky enough to get. Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
So here we are again, which goes to the point that we get this high rolling crest of a wave of Stranger Things that it's fantastic. It's helped the Prince estate, but now that wave is kind of going like this. It's kind of cresting over. You know, most people who were Stranger Things fans have already started watching. They've already watched that last episode, so that buzz is coming and it's still going. It's still going, but there's nothing happening. And again, we don't know everything that's going on in the background, but this goes to that marketing angle that I was talking about, is like, if I'm a marketing man, which is what I do for a living, by the way, I am a digital marketer. I have a digital marketing company called Rankwell Marketing. That's the only plug you'll ever hear, but Rankwell Marketing is my company, and I do digital marketing. And if I know that I'm going to have something major happening, like an appearance on Stranger Things, man, I know I need to have something else ready to drop. I need to have something else ready to drop quick to kind of take that momentum and run, because you got to keep, and I got to have something to follow that up, and I can have something to follow that up and follow that up, because again, getting people's attention, especially Gen Z, is just like, hey, over here, look at shiny thing. you know?
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Man. Yep. Stay ready.
Oh, and that's an old adage that goes back before our generation, you know. So it's I don't know. It just seems like whoever is in charge of the marketing thing is kind of missing some really big opportunities here. And again, I try to be as politically correct as possible.
Sure.
And you know, I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying, gosh, man, missed opportunities. We really want the best for the Prince's legacy. We want the best. We want what you want. We want his legacy to continue. And we want, you know, keep that interest going. And, you know, it's tough to get excited. It's tough to get excited about the same songs all the time. And it's tough to get excited. It's just like, hey, we made Purple Rain hit again. Hey, we made One Dove's Try hit again. It's like,
yeah,
you did.
Well, again, you're talking about the difference between, breaking new ground and making new fans, and satisfying the diehards who've been here since the get-go. You know, it's
but yeah, and that's the balance of it. You know how hard it is to pull off what they just pulled off with the Stranger Things, how hard it is to not only be able to get a song placement in a show that's as big as Stranger Things.
Yes.
And it kind of added to the ambiance of that show. For those who have not watched the show before, it's like set in like the 80s. Everything about it is set in the 80s. And so that's the reason why that even hit even harder.
Apparently the directors were huge Prince fans, I guess.
We played a clip of them. The Donnelly brothers, is that what their name was?
Is it the Donnelly brothers? Okay, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think so I think it's them. Yeah. So, yeah, they were talking about how they were really, really excited to be able to, get clearance on them, on those songs. It's like, yeah, I mean, but it's just a missed opportunity. I think it's great. I'm glad for him. I'm glad it got, people excited about it, but man, we just lost some momentum now. Now we've done it again. We had a really sweet spot, a great opportunity, and it's just the people that are at the helm as far as that part is concerned, which is something that's not the suits aren't involved in any of that. I mean, I guess they are. I mean, if you're directing things, you should be able to say, all right, if that's what's going to happen, if you guys you have worked it out, we're going to be playing songs, Duffer Brothers, sorry. Then we need to have something else ready right on the backside of when that hits, because it's going to be huge, because Stranger Things is massive. People are going to be listening. And just like what they said, we talked about the original numbers here. Not only did the Purple Rain increase by 243%, but it also went up 577% for Gen Z Spotify streams. And just in the entire Prince catalog, 88% went up 88% in Gen Z and 190% in global streams for his catalog, not just those two songs. So people went in to rehear those two songs uninterrupted and without, just kind of to revisit those songs, and then dug further into his catalog, but there was nothing really else there for them to, well, I guess the remastering of Around the World in a Day. So that's kind of helpful. I don't know.
I mean, but other than that, it's like there was definitely, without a plan in place, then otherwise you could have led them somewhere.
Right. Yeah. I think, well, and again, now I think about it.
Under the Cherry Moon, probably the Parade.
Yeah, Parade.
Another Prince film, which has got, I mean.
Yeah. And I think, I guess the release of Around the World in a Day, having that in remastered and clean for people to get back into is probably a good addition. But I think that's just happenstance. I don't think that was. I think it's happenstance.
All right.
I mean, I could be wrong, but it doesn't feel like it was intentional. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Yeah. So. I guess I got to put out that ticker again. We don't have anything to do with the Princess State.
Well,
not endorsed, not affiliated, or any of that stuff. So there's that. Bad, but yeah. So listen, I wanted to kind of think a little bit about. I did have a couple more random video clips. I'm going to play these real quick because these are kind of funny to me. First off, I'm going to play a video of this black church, and the people are dancing in the spirit. So it's like a whole thing. It's like there's people everywhere and there's a bunch of stuff going on, blah, 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 blah. And while visually that will be what you want to focus on, I really want you to pay attention to the music, because this band is like, it's a very, very distracting. The visuals are very distracting for when you're listening to the music. But I was like, the whole time I'm watching this video and just people dancing around and just, just filled with the
Pentecostal church.
Yeah. Filled with the spirit and doing their thing.
Okay.
Just whatever. Right. All I could focus on was the drummer. And I was just like, oh my God, just watch. I mean, dude, they were going. I was like, I need to send this video to my worship pastor.
I'll tell you what's funny. I've been watching like praise and worship clips for the last like 2-3 days, man. I've heard and seen some incredible stuff. Here's my question though. I saw a couple like from some white churches, like some southern Pentecostal white churches. I saw a couple and they danced like Devo was the music and whatnot. But what I'm always curious about is like I never see black and white people at the same time getting the Holy Ghost. Now, if there were 3 black people showed up at your Holy Ghost white church, are the white people going to feel like funny about letting the Spirit jump on them? Like I never know. I can never see 2 types of two different races getting the Holy Ghost together.
Well, it's funny because that was my mom.
All right.
Because we would go to these churches in South Carolina, and my mom would be dancing up and down the aisle with tambourines and doing sign language. She I guess the Spirit kind of she decided that no, she's white, but she was doing sign language. She had tambourine. She was going up and down the aisle. And she was doing things. So that type of stuff, even seeing those types of videos,
sure,
it doesn't even faze me at all.
I got you, man.
That's a Spirit doing its thing,
Listen, I love it. I played in a Kojic church when I was a kid with my dad on organ. And we came from like the Baptist church. So the first time we played the first Sunday and they broke out in the Holy Ghost, we were looking like, oh, okay. And we just had to try to figure out, catch up. We had to become Kojic musicians, like, in a few minutes.
I see these. I mean, it's like, man, oh my God. If I went to church, go into church like that, and somebody was like, the band was just like killing it like that, it's like,
sure.
Oh my God, come on. That's just like, I'd be like, hurry up, we're gonna be late for church.
Yeah, exactly, man. Well, there it is, It's exciting. But I'm telling you what, they were there for probably 2-3 hours at least. White church, you're in and you're out.
Oh, man. No, hour and a half. Yeah, hour and a half.
Maximum.
Yes, yeah.
Praise him.
Oh my gosh. Right. I was trying to figure out we already played the Breakfast Club videos. I'm trying to get some of these videos out of the way that
all right.
the little small ones. Yeah,
we're in the last 10 here, man. Yeah.
Well, last 20, but whatever. Yeah, we can do. Here was something, and not for we're good.
You're right. You're right.
It's all good. It's all good. I saw this. You ever heard of the band Rammstein?
Rammstein.
Yeah. Rammstein.
Du hast. Yeah, you hate me.
Have you ever seen their stage show, the thing that they do with the gun and the fire and let me show you here. Just look, I don't even know what goes into doing this, but it's pretty freaking amazing. Watch this. This is insane.
Wow.
That's how you open a show. I don't even know how. I'm trying to exactly figure out how it happened. Well, my thing is that there must have been like cables, and he touches the gun to each individual cable to make sure that it's lined up, because there's no way that you can be that type of a marksman to take that type of a shot to go. Right. Yeah, there has to be some type of guide who's like, okay, just hook it onto this and then pull the trigger and it will go up these cables, or I don't know. But it's just the visual of it, especially at night, because you can't see cables, you can't see anything. It's just this fire shooting out. It's like, oh my God.
That's crazy looking.
That's how you do it.
That's like
show.
MJ level.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
That's like space backpack level right there.
That's somebody I've never got an opportunity to see. I've never seen Michael in concert. You get a chance to see Michael in concert?
No. But I did get a call to join his band once, but it didn't happen.
What was it? You got to share that story now. What's that?
Everybody knows this story, I think.
I don't think.
I was on tour with Paul Westerberg, and Michael Jackson's musical director left a voicemail. This is back in like 96. Or no, it wasn't. Was it? I toured with him twice. I think it was in the 90s. Yep, it was. And he left me a message. I called the dude. Hey, yeah, Michael's getting ready to go on tour. We're thinking about doing, making some changes with the band, so on and so forth. Even started talking about money. It was like,
wow, how much money were they? How much money were they talking?
Man,
that's
come
curious.
on now. I can't.
No, we're talking about way back when. It doesn't matter.
All right. Well, I tell you this: is God bless his soul. David Williams was still alive at the time, and he was like, if you want to talk to David and see what how you might want to approach management, that might be a good idea. He's been here for a while. He knows how to negotiate, so on and so forth. Lead with your best foot forward. So I called David. He's like, man, well, you just played with Prince. I would, he's like, I would start at, like somewhere between 8 and 10, man. Like 8 and 10,000? Yeah, a week. I'm like, really? I'm like, you really think that's, hey, listen, man, go ahead, man. Shoot your shot. But before I could even get into the negotiation situation, Sugarfoot, they found Sugarfoot and he was back on the gig,
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. And a drummer I won't name tried to bogart the gig. He tried to just go to rehearsal and force his way on. And it worked for a minute. And then Michael showed up and said, where's Jonathan? Sugarfoot. Where's Sugarfoot? He knows my songs already. And so he didn't get a shot either. But here's the
That's
capper.
bold. That's bold.
I leave Westerberg's tour to sit at home and wait for Michael Jackson's people to call me. They don't. Paul calls me from Albany, New York, and says, hey, when are you supposed to go out to LA or wherever you're going? I'm like, man, I ain't heard nothing. I'm watching Jerry Springer eating rum raisin, Haagen-Dazs, and just mad. He's like, and there was a thing that happened. I can't get into it now, but he was like, well, I could use you back out on the road, man. And Magoo was my drum tech. I took Magoo with me when we left Prince. And I said, well, it'd be me and Magoo both. And so on and so forth, same deals, we're all good. We go back out. The first gig that we do is in New York, and it's in one of the Tower Records. I can't remember which location. We sound check, and then I step out front to talk to some fans, and then I turn the corner, and there's a line all the way down the block. And this dude, like, up close says, hey, man, I heard you turned down MJ to stay on the tour with Paul, man. I think that's, effing incredible, man. Yeah, man, yeah. They start cheering on the street. And so I just go with it. Yeah, all right, yeah. I go back in the building, man. I'm like, I can't lose.
Oh, my God. Well, it's a great story to tell. No, I didn't know that story. It's amazing.
Okay, yeah, well,
yeah, man.
Now you have it.
Well, and MJ, what period was this?
Well, if this was during, this is in 1996.
Okay, so
he would have been getting ready to do what?
Good question. Where's Casey where's Casey Rain when you need him? I don't know. He's the MJ dude. I don't know all of this. Is outside of the 80s, and this is bad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That might be history.
That's exactly what I was thinking was history. But outside of the 80s, see, this is what ticks Prince people off too. It's just like, oh, I like Prince, but outside of the 80s, I'm sorry, I just did it for MJ. So
I got you. But hey, listen, I thought history was awesome, man. I like that whole record. I thought he really went for it on that one.
Sure, yeah. I did star a couple things. I haven't looked at the live ones, but Video 94 says Dancing with the Stars was another good opportunity. Also, that's correct. Because they had the Prince night on Dancing with the Stars, but then it wasn't followed up with anything. It was just so you had that, you had the Stranger Things things like,
okay, I got you. They
gotta catch these crests and move.
You gotta catch the energy, yeah.
Pop. Or
keep them talking, yeah.
Unless they were under the impression that maybe Dancing with the Stars would have been, or that Stranger Things would have been that extra thing that they did after Dancing with the Stars, but Dancing with the Stars didn't last long. I don't think I heard anything about Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
a few days after it aired.
Sure, but just on GP, they should be actively seeking.
Sure.
You know,
Lothario 36 says, "Hey Mike B, what was your opinion of the Diamonds and Pearls Super Deluxe set when it was released, and was there a song that wasn't included in that package that you can think of?"
oh wow, man.
You want me to get it?
Do you mind?
Sure, I'll get it. Go ahead.
Okay. I think that I was really actually very impressed with it. You know, I was talking to somebody who was involved in. I was kind of I was sort of a consultant for a little while on it, kind of early on, but I shared something that was told to me in confidence and got kind of tossed out. But I think the box set is great. I like everything about it. I was worried at the time that the music wouldn't age as well, just because you know, there was a real change in the technology at the time, and Prince was competing, you know, with people who were not necessarily his peers. He was trying to figure out how to do a new thing in an old game, and I think we successfully pulled it off. I think they did a great job, whoever did it. You know, I think that didn't Dwayne Tudor have a little bit to do with this also?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. So I all in all, I think it's a win. I wish there had been a more official sort of like an event that accompanied it. But my favorite part about it is the DVD, which is, I mean, 100% evidence that
was Scott McCullough, right? Yeah, he was on the show talking about that. We talked about he talked about the process of shooting that. And they didn't have like a bunch of cameras, and Prince dancing on the bar was a totally off. It was off script, and everybody was freaking out. They were like, he is in heels on this slippery freaking bar. What is this? This man is insane.
Every time I watch it, I get nervous for him.
Oh yeah, sure.
I feel like I'm on stage with him again, because I would watch him do all sorts of stuff to be like, oh man, he's gonna go over to the side of the stage. Me and Sonny would be back there gritting our teeth, you know, like oh man. Just he was, when the spirit moved, he just did it, man. He was fearless, you know. I'm thinking the whole time, somebody left their drink on the. Do they have it wiped properly? You know, all of that. I'm watching him in the heels on the bar, and it freaks me out every time.
Yeah, because I don't. Again, if it was unscripted, they wouldn't have had time to go, okay, clear the drinks off the bar, and I think because you're watching people pick up their drinks as he's coming towards them, like, oh shit.
Yeah, listen, man. I mean, he was not without warts, but all in all, I mean, Prince was the most fearless performer of his generation. I really think. I mean, MJ had technology and like spectacle, but as far as what Prince would put himself through, you know,
unbelievable,
what he'd be willing to do in those heels, man.
Beautiful box set, and of course, and this book that comes with it is unreal. So beautiful.
No, it's
gorgeous.
I'm all the way into it. I think it was a great effort. I don't remember any songs that I played on that weren't released during that period. I think they got everything. I don't remember thinking something's missing here. They got a lot of stuff on that I forgot we even recorded.
Yeah,
you know.
Dark Side and Blood on the Sheets, and I still remember the Brothers show when you guys did Blood on the Sheets. And it was just like,
we did that practically just for you and Jeff Page. It's like somebody's going to want to hear this, and they don't realize we know it. So let's do it just to mess somebody up. And it was
I was kind of walking around, and all of a sudden I heard Blood in the Sheets, and I was like, yeah, they're playing Blood on the Sheets. What's happening here?
I knew it would get to somebody. I didn't know who.
Yeah, well, you knew it would get to me, and I know there's some other people that were just like, wait a second.
Are they? Yeah. Well,
and a lot of us hadn't even heard that song until the release of the Diamonds and Pearls box set. Obviously, I hadn't. Admittedly,
it had vanished from my memory. I didn't. I was like, wow. Oh, I didn't know we did that.
And then when it came out on the box set, I was like, that is really, really cool. And I had listened to it a few times, but then when you guys played it live, I was like, wait, what is this? I was like, that's that song. And then there was a random guy that was standing. I don't remember who it was. Sure. I was just like, Blood on the Sheets. And I was like, that's what it is. I was like, oh my God, you guys are playing Blood on the Sheets.
Yes. when you've worked with Prince, you learn how these things operate. You could, I mean, we would have to learn things at the last minute for him anyway. So it was like, I mean, we just decided sort of like, well, let's try this, like at rehearsal, and it just like, yeah, let's get it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was who is this? Is Pat says, Michael, are there any live recordings of you playing Shh?
The most popular recording of me playing Shh is live. The one from the Beautiful Experience.
Oh, right. Yeah.
They bootlegged that and it got to radio before we could even do anything about it. Like they took the audio from the video and they were playing it on like black stations I heard down south. Like it was a single.
That song is so intriguing to me how that song starts, that it's just that crazy loud drum solo and then just breaking down into the slow song and you're like, what just happened? It's
now,
I have to ask this about that song.
Okay.
When you're creating it, when you guys are in that creation process and you go and you're going, everybody can pretty much hear that drum solo in their head. And then it breaks down into the actual song. When you guys were creating it, what was the thought process? It was just like, man, this is it. It seems so. It's like something you got to get used to because it's such a stark contrast in feel. I don't know how to explain it. It's very jarring that it goes from that to the slow song and then even comes back into it. It's such unusual. It's kind of like Sting's Englishman in New York, that song,
right.
where then all of a sudden
like go,
yeah. Right. It's like you're kind of going along at this pace, and all of a sudden, Sting it just breaks out into this.
It's kind of like that. Yes, if we had started quieter, then it would be more similar. But I understand what you're saying. It was. I mean, that originally we recorded it for Tevin Campbell,
correct?
And there's a version on I'm Ready. That's and we had learned the song because we thought Tevin was going to sit in at the NBA, the thing that they shot for the Beautiful Experience.
And he didn't?
He didn't want to do it. He said, I want to sing Can We Talk? And Prince was like, well, we don't know that one.
And it's not mine. So,
right.
And it's my show.
Yes.
My song.
When Tevin decided he didn't want to do it, we started rehearsing it the way we had it. And Prince was like, we gotta do something with this now. We got to make this. We got to get up on this now. And he said, when we play and he started working out this riff, and Sonny was watching, and the rest of us, and like, Prince like air drumming in between, like, okay. It wasn't until way later that I realized it's basically like I Want to Be Free by the Ohio Players. It's like but one day child. That's what it is.
It's still a great song, but it's like it's just this weird kind of clunky. It's so iconic. It's like it's like
that's history right
there.
Man.
I know it is. It is. It's like shoot. Shoot.
And they get all cool. It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. We get cool.
Yeah, I think I remember you telling us saying that was a big inspiration for it. Yeah.
I mean, maybe indirectly.
It had to be.
But Prince was not necessarily thinking of that at the moment. But if you're familiar with the genre and if you're looking for it, it's all derivative.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm glad you guys got an opportunity to hang out with us for this first free-for-all in 2026. It's been a lot of fun. Is there another Urban Classic show coming up like sooner than the one that we talked about before that we're not going to talk about right now?
Yes. As a matter of fact, we're doing a tribute to Bob Marley on February 1st.
Nice.
At a club in Fridley called Crooners. And I believe Dave Perner is going to be joining us for that, as well as different local luminaries from Minneapolis. Wayne McFarland from Ipso Facto, very famous reggae band from Minneapolis. Mm-hmm. A couple other, but it's kind of it's a little different than we normally do. Different people in the group. Like I'm starting to sort of expand and use other people in town because I'd like to spread it around, man. I'm not trying to, I don't want it to be a gang. I want it to be a club. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, sure.
I'm trying to use different people and do different types of shows now. We're working on a Rufus and Shaka show for the summer. And
cool. Who's gonna be? Is that gonna be a Commodore?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yes. So, it's like, I don't know if I'm going to have, JB and G on that because I need background singers who can sing way higher, So it's like, I'm trying to maintain a flexibility. I'm trying to use a little bit of everybody,
Yeah, of course.
We can all win,
Yes, that's going to be cool. So that's coming, but the Bob Marley one's coming up in February.
Yep.
What was that website? That was croonersmn.com.
Crooners Lounge MN, croonersloungemn.com is what it is.
There you go. So if you happen to be up in February and you're a fan of Bob Marley, want to check him out. I mean, the Urban Classic Voice does a great job, man, doing that stuff.
No,
as far as the show next week, we may do a free for all, but I've got lots of irons that have started to get some notation, so might be able to get a special guest on the show next week because Sam Jennings was our first guest of this year, but I'm looking at alleviating or scratching out a bunch of names off of this list this year. That's my goal.
We got a list.
I got a list. I manifested it in this little strip of paper. I was just like, it's kind of like, I'm not reading it again, but we've had this discussion a couple of episodes ago. We talked about this. I think it was on the New Year's Eve show. We were talking about some of the people that we wanted to get on the show. But man, I hope you guys had a good time. And if you missed any part of the show, obviously you can head to Spotify, iHeartRadio. Tomorrow you'll get the audio only version. You can download the Funked Up app, which is shout out to the unbelievable Michael Sweet, my app developer who made the Funked Up app. He got some really uploading a bunch of new songs onto the 24/7 funk radio station that I think you guys will love, kind of expanding things a lot. One of the things I definitely want to be able to do is kind of share a little bit more about behind the scenes and stuff. I really want you guys to kind of get an idea of, things like my office. Like a matter of fact, I had this picture that I took a little bit earlier. This is me in my office, and this is my office wall, and it doesn't even represent like half of the photos, but some of the photos that mean the most to me. There's pictures of me and Michael up there. There's pictures of me and Kendrick Lamar. There's pictures of me and Sheila E. and Fishbone, and just Speech from Arrested Development is up there by my head. Jesse Johnson's up there a couple times, obviously. But one is I just want you to be able to see behind the scenes and really kind of get an idea as to what, the background of me and just kind of hopefully feel a little bit closer to what we're doing here, because it's all about music. It's all about making sure that we not only push Prince's legacy, that seems to be like a core focus of us. And like, I think that's the expectation that a lot of people have, but we are in no means any type of platform for the state. We just kind of just talk. Sure. But we want to introduce you to some new funk bands and really just kind of just go outside of because there's a lot of great stuff out there that will keep your mind off of what is and hasn't been released yet. It's fine. Just let them do their thing. When it comes, it will come. For now, we got a lot of other stuff for you. We're going to show you some things, man. Hope you guys had a good time. For those who are new, my name is Mr. Christopher. That is Michael Bland. You can go to funkatopia.com/shop and check out some merchandise. You can get Funkatopia hats and mugs and all kinds of crazy stuff. Everything in that store has been like slash price wise. So some really cool stuff, because I'm trying to get out some old inventory, because I got some new stuff that's coming in. I'm really excited about. Can't wait to show it to you. If you happen to be in Minneapolis in February and you wanted to check out a Bob Marley show, make sure you go to the Crooners Lounge mn.com and pick up tickets to go see Michael and Urban Classic, man. Checking that out.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that little plug.
Yeah, man, of course, man. We will see you guys, and we hope that you will tune in again next week. And for now, adios, amigos y amigas. Have fun. Stay safe. Please stay safe. Please stay safe. Adios, y'all.